Lord have mercy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. We are back with another video. Now, I have a couple of subjects that we're going to be talking about today. And so we brought the morning show back, and I was saying we're going to be talking about Angela Stanton King. And we're also going to be talking about the MAGA Million Man March. And we're also going to be talking about Jaguar Wright, again, calls out comment. So let me first start out with Angela. Now, listen to this. Angela Stanton King she was running for District 5 in Georgia. She lost very bad. The woman lost. Now she's on her page, and she was talking about, the MAGA. She was talking about the peaceful protest. This is what she said. She got in a lot of hot water for it. She said, I heard they had a peaceful protest in Washington, D.C. until the N-word showed up. She used the N-word. And so people were saying, why is you using the N-word and you a felon? They said, the only tragic N-word I see is you damn felon. Then Angela Stanton King said, thanks to the white man y'all hate, I'm no longer a felon. Your mom is probably still one too, like Jay-Z said, still an N-word. So she just been saying this all on her Twitter account. People been just really dragging her, telling her why she's saying all the N-word. And I'm going to just be crystal clear with you. Angela Stanton King is nothing but a clout chaser. She got the white folks to support her. All she does is talk against black people. All she does is criticize black people. And just when she criticizes the black folks, that's what she do. It. She all do it for a coin. Now, she's no different than Candace Owens. There's so many people, Candace Owens or Diamond and Silk. It's that same mentality. Soon as they do something against black people, white folks that particularly conservatives definitely support them. And I'm gonna be crystal clear. I'm not really feeling Angela Stanton King because she said a lot of transphobic things that I'm just not for. She's very homophobic, and I think she does this to support her habit where the conservatives buying whatever product she's selling or whatever book she about to write. She already know before the black folks buy it. I already know that the white folks is in line. Okay. And I'm gonna be crystal clear. I don't know if y'all can really hear me real good out there. Do y'all think that Angela Stanton King is for black people? The answer is no. Angela is the truth. People hate to see. I don't think that she's the truth. I think that she's anti-black. And being anti-black, that's what you get. You get to be so negative towards black people. That's what I personally believe. Now, another thing with Angela Stanton King, I've heard, I could be wrong. I heard that she got it in with Tommy Sotomayor, with Tommy, the one that don't like black women. I heard him and Angela got it in. That's what I heard. I heard that they got it in. I heard that her and Tommy got it in the bedroom. That's exactly what I heard. I heard they was getting it in the bedroom. That's what I heard. I do want to spare rumors, but I heard they got it in. I heard they had a relationship, that they was up there getting it in the bedroom. That's exactly what I heard. Woo. Because that's what I heard. So I could be wrong, but that was like the rumor. That was rumor on the street. They said it's true. Okay, but that's exactly what I heard, y'all. I can't believe if she gave away that punani. I can just gave away to him. Come on now. Tommy will sleep with everybody. Oh, excuse me. That went down. Wait a minute. Woo. Yeah, so that is my opinion about Angela Stanton King. Y'all, that's what I have to say about her. That I feel like she just does stuff for clout. She does stuff for attention. That's exactly what she does. She does it for attention, and that's what I have to say about that. Now, I want to move on to the Make America Great Again Million March. It was not a million people there. Many people said it was about a couple of thousand people that was downtown in D.C., close where the Capitol and stuff was at. They were marching because a lot of them were still upset that Donald Trump lost. So they was asking them questions like, oh my gosh, it was a rigged election. Oh my gosh, it was fake. It was like, oh my gosh, this is a crazy election. So they was writing all of that, marching. And it was very peaceful during the day. But in the nighttime, they were fighting fighting people that was on the left, were fighting the MAGA supporters. And it was like a big fight. And it was like going at it. And so they couldn't get along. They was ripping off the Black Lives Matter signs on Black Lives Matter Plaza. It was getting real dangerous. And that's what's going on. A lot of Trump supporters are fired up and they are going on attack because they gotta have lost. Now, eventually they're gonna have to come to terms that Trump lost the election. And I don't think they ever gonna come to terms. I think they're gonna always believe that Trump lost by the Democrats cheating. Now in Georgia, hear me out. In Georgia, they did the recount, and Biden still won in Georgia. It was no mistake. They're gonna certify the votes in Georgia, and that everybody will be like, man, what's going on with Georgia? Georgia is because, like I said earlier, because of Stacey Abrams, because of her tilling the soil, being there every day, having people to vote, registering people to vote, educating them to vote, that she turned, Georgia turned from red to blue. It was because of the work of the people out there. So that's what's going on with that. But a lot of these MAGA supporters, they still believing that, oh my gosh, it was a rigged election. But they're not going to admit that even when you say rigged election, look at this, look at what Republicans gained. More, it was a lot more Republicans won the House races, okay? And a lot of Democrats lost a couple of Senate seats. Now, if they have really been cheating, why they cheat for senators? Why didn't they cheat for to get people more in the House? And if they would have cheated, why in the world did all of these Republicans win their Senate seats back? And why did a lot of Republicans win in the House if they cheated? So to me, I don't believe that it was a cheat. I honestly believe that it was a fair election and that Donald Trump lost fairly. That's just my opinion. I believe he lost fair and square, and there's nothing about it. And I'm just keeping it real. He lost fair. It was a fair election. It was none negative. He did not lose because they cheated with the machines. I'm like, no, he is not. That's not the case, y'all. Y'all can say whatever. Your guy lost the election. So let's sit here. He lost the election fairly. We can sit here and you can say all this type of stuff. He just lost fairly. And people was up in the chat. I mean, at that march, cussing. They was having conservative flags. Like, it's a wing of people that really, really love him and really, really love the old way. They do. And now he was like, well, I'm not. Let me see what Trump tweeted. Because Trump had tweeted. Let's see what he had tweeted on his Twitter account. Give me a second. I can read it to you. Trump tweeted, he said, I won the election. Then he said this. He said, why does the fake news media continuously assume that Joe Biden was ascend to the presidency, not even allowing our side to show, which we are just getting ready to do? How badly shattered and violated our great Constitution has been in 2020 election. It was attacked, perhaps like never before, from large number of poll watchers that was thrown out of voting counting rooms in many of our states, to the millions of ballots that have been altered by Democrats only for Democrats to voting after the election was over, to using radical left owned voting systems turned down by Texas and many others because it was not good or secure. Those responsible for safeguarding our Constitution cannot allow the vague results of 2020 mail-in election to stand. The world is watching. And that's Trump. He had been saying that over and over and over. That is exactly true. You see that? Trump has just been tweeting. He's talking, well, this ain't good. And they did this and they did that. I'm like, come on now. Come on now, Trump. You really need to get it together. You're doing a little bit too much. You really, really need to get it together. You lost the election and just admit that you lost. And he could go, let me tell y'all this. He can run again in 2020. I mean, not 2024. Just won't go and run in the next 4 years. But best believe you're going to have to get out of office. You have to get out of office, and then you got to do, you'll be a regular citizen. The Secret Service on July 21st, they're going to bang on your door, at 12:01 and say, sir, you're no longer the president. You have to exit the premises, and they're going to escort him out. That's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to bang on that door. He will say, okay, sir. Now, I don't think he's going to go to the inauguration. I think he's going to not show up. I don't see him showing up to the inauguration. I don't see him allowing Joe Biden to come visit and they take a photo. I don't believe none of that's going to happen. The only thing I don't like with Trump, he's not allowing Joe Biden to get those briefings, that national security briefings, and he's not allowing him to the State Department to cooperate so he can speak to world leaders, and that could be very dangerous. That could be very, very dangerous for our country, because anytime you have a peaceful transition of power, you suppose the previous election, the previous administration supposed to cooperate with when it comes to the previous election, supposed to cooperate with the current election. So like if with Trump, his administration is supposed to cooperate with Joe Biden transitional team so they can have a peaceful transition of power. So whenever stuff is going on, it could be a peaceful transition of power. Now since Trump do not want to cooperate with Joe Biden, that's dangerous, because it's not a peaceful transition of power. It's literally like you withholding information and Biden cannot get in contact with you. So it's like you're withholding a situation. And then if anything happened, if any adversary want to, come after us, Biden would be ill prepared because they didn't get the stuff in time to know that it's coming. And that is why it is so important, people, to watch the news, to do your research, and to see how Trump is doing. Now, he's not giving up. I told people they didn't want to believe me. I said he's not going to go away quietly. He's not going to just go away and say, hey, I'm done. I'm going to go away. I'm never coming back. No, not Trump. You can say what you want to say. Trump is not going away quietly. He's literally going to stay in office until he can't stand there no more. Okay? And he's going to fight it with the courts until he can't fight no more. Okay? He's going to go to the courthouse. And even though that the judges are throwing out fake motions because there's no evidence, he's still gonna bring it up on the show. Give me a second. I'm gonna drop the number in just in case if somebody wants to call in this morning. I dropped the number in the chat. And yep, just in case. Let's see. Let me see this. Give me a second. I'm going to read this. They said, okay, let's get into Jaguar Wright. All right. Let's see. I was just about to, let me go to Jaguar Wright. Give me a second, because this woman called out comment again. Let's see. Let me see what because she has said in the end. Now, already Jaguar Wright calls Common so fake. And let's first of all, let's bring this up. Okay. That What You Want singer also claimed that her account was previously locked after being reported harassed by Common, who she accused of sexually assaulting her when she was asleep. Jaguar Wright apparently isn't done dragging Common after accusing that the rapper sexually assaulted her. Jaguar Wright revealed in a new Instagram post that her account was previously locked after being reported for harassment by Common. Out of Instagram jail, and we're back at it again. I'm so tired of all the stacks decks. Jaguar wrote in a post, which she shared on Tuesday, November 11th. This is the second time I've been on lockdown after being reported by harassment at Common. Though he was sent hella trolls to my Dallas, Philadelphia production Zoom room meetings and countless trolls here on Instagram to attack or set me up for defamation suits. I do my own wet work and don't hide my intentions. Looney, you have become so fake, the singer went on to say, referring to Tiffany Haddish's boyfriend, whose real name is Lonnie. I have to listen to your old records just to remember you used to be a real dude. Then the last relationship just broke down like an old Ford pickup on 130 North. Why do they all leave Looney? Did you break up with all these amazing women from your past, or did they run just like I did? Why, Looney? So Jaguar Wright is still talking about Common. She is still talking about Common and think Common is this way. She is still addressing Common, even though Common 2 weeks ago denied the allegations that they got it in. 2 weeks ago, Common responds to Jaguar Wright claims that he sexually assaulted her. This is what he said. Okay, and an article wrote this on Showbiz Cheat Sheet. It said, for months, singer Jaguar Wright has been leveling accusation against various entertainers and industry people: Clyde Davis, Alicia Keys, Diddy, Mary J. Blige, Tammy Campbell, and Common are just a sample of those whose names have popped up. Her story about malicious deeds, domestic abuse, sexual violence, and other claims. While Wright drew the internet attention with her assertions, only a handful of celebrities responded directly to her. This past summer, she made some disparaging claims about Common and recently addressed that comment while appearing on Philadelphia radio show segment. This is what she said. During the late 90s and early 2000s, Wright, a Philly native, was a part of musical brotherhood / sisterhood that included the likes of Jill Scott, Questlove, of The Roots, and Common. She toured with many of these artists when neo soul was first gaining popularity. Back in August, Wright went on a tear about The Roots, and Common accused of the latter of sexually assaulting her in her sleep. In a video interview, she stated that after a night of performing, she laid down her clothes on, and because she was suspicious of people around her, Wright alleged that Common attempted to assault her the next morning. The N-word tried to stick his D in my mouth while I'm asleep. Looney effing. And so that's what she said 2 weeks ago. And then Common, he did an interview. Common appeared as a guest on Power 99 on Rise and Grind Morning Show and was asked about Wright's allegations. He gave a candid answer and said he went through a range of emotions. He said this, quote, God bless Jaguar, he started. I really don't have any negative thoughts towards her. I was just surely disappointed and hurt what she said about me because it wasn't true. And I know people that have experienced sexual assault, and that's just not anything to say if it's not true, said Common. But I also understand that she may be going through some things that I don't understand. So it's all true. I went through different emotions. I was like, why is she saying this? This is not true. How is this going to affect me? Common added that he paused to think about her circumstance and choose to send her thoughts and prayers rather than condemn her. He retaliated that she claim about him isn't true. Okay? Okay, then you already know Tammy Campbell responded to her. So all these celebrities some celebrities have been responding to her, and she's still been going on this rant, and she says it on her Instagram page. So she didn't drop any receipts on commenting herself doing this, no evidence. It is just her just setting up all that and just get on the platform and all of that saying that it happened. Now, Common have a right to hear his side and everything like that. And Jaguar, we have to hear her side. But Jaguar have been saying a lot of things towards a lot of people. She also said on Tasha K platform that she was touched 3 times. Then she said 4 times. Then she said 5. It was like so many different times. So I'm not going to call her a liar. It's just like she had been throwing all these allegations out like crazy. Just everybody. She had been throwing it out against everybody, y'all. And she just said, this is this. And this person did this. And I'm like, why is you going through all this stuff and saying all this stuff about people? Every day she was saying stuff about folks. And I'm like, what's the purpose? Is it for a platform? Are you about to start a radio show? Are you going to start a podcast? But what is your purpose for putting this information all the way out? So that's the question that I had to ask, because I want to know, what was the purpose? Why are you putting it out like this? All right. So I have the phone lines open up. If anybody up and want to chime in and call in, you're more than welcome to call in and speak about Jaguar Wright, or if you want to call in and speak about, Angela Stanton King, or you want to speak about the Make America Great Again rally. And I also want to give a special shout out to all the producers. And a producer asked me, they was like, why did you go back to work? Well, I want to answer that. The reason why I went back to work is I love working. I love to work. I miss my residents. I miss, doing the work. I miss being on the front lines. And I just got tired of being at home every day, doing videos. So I just needed some inspiration. I needed to go out. I needed to experience the world a little bit more. And, and working too, you can go to more trips. I can buy more things for the show. So that was the reason why I went back to work, so I could really get more things for the show, so I can get things, added on the connections and stuff like that. And so, yeah, that's exactly why I went back to work. So if I needed some products, I can get it and all of that good stuff. That was the reason why I went back to work. That's the main reason why I went back to work, is because, and then another thing too, they offer health insurance and dental care, and YouTube doesn't. So you don't get, benefits from YouTube. Anything that you buy, you have to go buy it on your own. So that was one of the reasons why I went back to work. That was one of the reasons why I went to work. Now let me get back to Jaguar Wright. I am going to pray for her. I'm going to pray for her that she get the help that she needs, and that she write these things that she went through in a book. That's my prayer. My prayer is, I'm going to pray that she write all of these allegations that happened to her, and I'm pray that she put it all in a book. That is my prayer. That is literally my prayer. That whatever she's going through, that is my prayer. I know they miss the heck out of you. You keep them laughing. Yes, it definitely is my prayer. That's my prayer, because I do feel sad because she be in different places. She don't be at her house. She's very paranoid. She think that Clyde Davis is after her. These are the things that she said was going on. She say, well, Clyde Davis is after me, or this person is after me. And I'm like, Clyde Davis is not after you. But when you paranoid and you ain't been sleeping and you hear all these voices in your head, you started to think things. And I've been there. I've been thought people was after me and all of that. It's because I wasn't on my medicine and I was doing all this. So I'm like, she just really need to get it together. I'm like, I really, really pray for her, because she's out here going through this stuff, and she literally don't have to struggle like this. She can just get it, all together. So that's just my personal opinion. I really believe that Jaguar Wright need the help. Now, that's just what I honestly have to say. Okay? That's what I honestly really, really have to say. She definitely need prayer. Absolutely. And so it's some good news. Let me see if I can bring this up. And that's what I want to get into this. Hitmaker said Ray J pressed him to reveal Tia Marie gave him oral sex and walked in on Whitney Houston naked. Oh, wow. So let's listen to that. Let me listen to that. Give me a second. I just got to, let me see if I can pull that up and listen to that. Give me a second, you guys. Producers send it to me. This is about Ray J and Whitney Houston. Let me see if I can pull that up.
No. Oh yeah. A little bit. So me and Ray J was really cool. You know, Love and Hip Hop came around.
You know, listen, be careful because I watch every episode.
Yeah, listen.
All right, just be I watch every episode of Love and Hip Hop, Marriage Boot Camp. I'm into all of that.
I was a movie on that.
So, but it kind of was like you was a little foul because you knew Ray J was dating Tierra, and then the word was she gave you head in the back seat of the car. I mean, this is they words.
No. So it wasn't in the back seat,
something like that. I'm sorry, Tierra. I love you. I apologize. I'm just saying, but I'm just this is what I heard.
I'll just
verbatim.
I can't lie, so I'll just tell the truth. So basically, me and Ray J was really cool, and we created a lot of history as well with that record, and we got on the show, and then fucking Ray was having his turmoil with his girl at Princess at the time, and then Ray ended up doubling back and dealing with Tierra Marie or whatever. So the nigga Ray, I told Ray, like Ray was calling my phone, Whack 100, all these other niggas, man. Shout to Whack, we love you, whatever. And like kind of like threatening me, like pressing me a little bit over, you know what I'm saying, his chick over Tierra Marie. And I'm like, but she was setting it up the whole time, like going back. And I'm like, bro, why you pressing me? Like, she just sucked my dick, bro. Like, I ain't go that crazy. And he was like, oh, for real? He's like, that's perfect, because I want to get back with Princess. And at the end of the season, I kind of left with Tierra. So on a reunion, you got to tell them that she gave you top, so everything will make sense. And I was like, man, hell no, I ain't no kiss and tell ass nigga, and the head was fire. Right. So I'm like, I don't want to stop this. Okay, so basically, at the reunion, him and Whack 100 pressured me to say it, and I'm bros over girls, you know what I'm saying? So I said it. I feel terrible about it. Tia Marie is a beautiful person.
But you gave her a record though recently.
Yeah, not recently. I gave her a record while we was on the show. The biggest song that she's had since she was on Rockefeller or whatever. And you know, but she was dealing with her issues. She was a drink champ at that time. Now I feel like she's sobered up and she's looking. Rest in peace to the lovely fucking legend. Let me tell y'all a story.
How did we get to rest in peace?
Whitney Houston.
Okay. I'm like, you talking about knocking shit down. Let's be talking about rest in peace. Like, you gotta leave the rest in peace.
We gotta take it. Some people.
Okay, so time out. Hold on. Let me figure out where we're going. Ray J. Let me figure out where we're going here. Because I feel like you about to give us a Ray J Whitney story?
Yeah.
This is where we going with it? Let's go, So in my mind, I probably
my business partner is in the corner looking like, you can't look at me right now. So look, we in Atlanta, and we stay in at this hotel, and then we have a show at Compound Nightclub. So I go get in the car with Ray, and Whitney Houston's in the car.
So now he's about to talk about him and Whitney. He's about to talk about he's walking on Whitney Houston naked. So this is the Hitmaker interview. He was literally spilling tea
with us. So like Whitney was a gangster though. He's a real nigga. Like
Newark, New Jersey.
I'm talking about like we get to Compound. Well, first and foremost, do you understand what I'm saying? We took Whitney Houston to Compound to perform Sexy Can I.
I'm feeling like you're saying kidnapped.
No.
She was with it.
So we in a car.
Do y'all hide her? Do y'all put a hoodie on her?
No, so we go to the back. We park in the back. I'm like, damn, like we need some drinks. She like roll down the window, sent the security in. Nigga come out with the jumbo Patron. It's back when niggas drinking Patron. Me and Whitney are throwing back Patron. I'm talking about like crazy. She smoking chain smoking squares. It was a vibe. So we go in the club. We do Sexy Can I. Now, mind you, damn,
Cocaine is
Ray J. No, listen, Ray J. Look,
It's okay.
My bad.
Don't look that way.
So look,
Don't mind
we at the hotel and like I think my hype man and one of the people that was with me left. So like I had extra hotel rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So Ray come to my hotel and he like, hey, yo, Bird, I got the bitches that I brought back. Like I know you got extra rooms, so go ahead and like give me your keys to the other rooms. So
why is Ray J impersonating? You got DMX, right? His impersonations is on point. That's his other job.
So I give him the keys to the room, but I gave him one wrong key. So I'm looking for Ray J. I'm going through. I'm like, man, let me go to this room and look for this nigga. I go in the room.
I don't know where this is going.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous about this.
Whitney Houston taking her pants off. I walk in the room like she getting naked in Ray J room, and she like, get out of here, young bird. And I'm like, oh my bad, I'm sorry. And I ran out the room.
Damn, man.
One too bad.
I don't know how to answer this right now. And I've thought I've had every answer to everything. And you were fucking me up, right?
So that you heard that a young boy called, and he just really said, I get, artists when they kiss and tell, when they do that, it reached news, it's entertaining, but it's kind of sad when you're speaking about the dead because Whitney Houston is not here. So I don't want to hear about a woman that passed away. Let Whitney Houston rest in peace. Let's not bring up Whitney Houston that you call Whitney Houston naked. We all knew that Whitney Houston and Ray J was together. That ain't nothing. That's not surprising, not shocked that actually happened. So when that situation, I'm not shocked or surprised that they were getting in. Not shocked, not surprised at all that would happen. I'm just really, really not shocked. I know some people will go get into the phone lines and say it's a shocker, but me, it's not. I've been heard this all on social media. I know it. we when it first, Whitney Houston, right around the time before she passed, it was rumored that she was with Ray J. And it was rumored that she was with Ray J the night of when she OD'd, that Ray J was around her when that situation happened. So I'm not really, really shocked. Youngberg, he up there telling all her business and telling his business. And then also Youngberg shared that he had a girlfriend or a woman that set him up to get robbed, and it was the same woman that set up Pop Smoke to get robbed. So all of that situation happened. So it's just a lot. I would tell you that it's really, really a lot. I was thoroughly entertained by Youngberg interview. That's what I call it. It helps you get views, and that's what I'm telling you. It really, really helps you to get views and stuff. So I'm really, really not shocked. To be perfectly honest with y'all, not at all. There's a dangerous show, The Great Drunk, and spill everything. That's why when you get that liquor in you, and you get that weed in you, you really will get to spill tea. When you get a guest drunk and you're doing an interview, they're gonna just answer the questions. Youngberg was definitely chatty. Youngberg was chatty. He was up there spilling tea. Woo! But God says it's the whole premise of his show. Yes, it is, and it's all about spilling tea. And the blogs got it. They repeated the more the screen for Wiley eyes was bugged out. Oh wow, really? Your screen had froze? All right, y'all. So that's pretty much it that I had to talk about. We'll get into some more things. This is just the morning show. I'm gonna see how these morning shows go, and we're gonna see if we're gonna continue to bring these morning shows in the morning. Okay, and so I'll bring some more shows to y'all.
That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Keep it going.
Well, good morning to y'all all out there in the world. If this is your first time watching the Wiley Show, click that thumbs up and click that subscribe button. Let's get these thumbs up. Let's subscribe to the show, y'all. And I want to say good morning. So I'm going to get ready for work. If anybody on their way to work, be safe. Get yourself together. Wake up. Put some lotion on your face. Put some grease on your lips. Make sure you shower in the morning. Make sure you're lit. All right? Thank y'all so very much that tuned into this morning show. And Angela Stanton, let me send her a voice note. Okay, give me a second. Okay, let me send Angela Stanton a voice note before I go. Where's she at? Let me send her a voice note. Can I send her a voice note? Let me send her a voice note. Hey, Angela, this is Wife for the Wiley Show. Why is it that you always got to speak against black folks? Is it that helping you to get money? You got black children. Why do you have to always speak against your people? You don't have to always speak against your people to be famous, sister. You can really be unapologetically black and really stand up for black people. But why do you have to always be anti-black? Just let me know. Let me know, sister. I would love to know, Angela. Peace. I had to leave for a voice note because I wonder, like, why does she have to always, be negative? And if y'all miss this live, go and catch the replay, okay? Go catch the replay. Thank you all so very much. I know it's early for people to call in because they're on their way to work, but I will see y'all later. Peace. Y'all have a good morning.